I'm filming at this reserve place. It's kind of strange. I'm not sure how much of it I'm allowed to show. This is the wireless network place. For this review, it was way longer than I thought it would be. I only filmed my review of the first 3 parts before I realized it was far too long. And as you can see, it's already like 43 minutes. The way that I do it is that I film my reaction to certain parts, and then if I think that I didn't really say anything for a couple minutes, I just restart the footage in case it goes wonky, and then I'll delete that because I didn't say anything. So I'm left with the parts that I did say stuff for, and yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure that this is probably just part 1 of many. Honestly, time is being a monster right now. I mean that seriously, but that makes a pretty good intro to Time Monster. Ha. We are now at the end of the first shelf because next one is a particularly interesting event.
Hey, what's up guys? This is probably not my favorite YouTuber here. I'm running a little bit short for time today, so no previous tab. To be honest, maybe I'll just make like a separate video of all the previous tabs. There is only one more story that stands between us and the 10th anniversary special. Only one, and we shall get it reviewed. That. Anyway, I have 3 discs, because I remember, it was ages ago, I video transferred parts 1 to 4, and again, I didn't have to watch them while I was transferring them, it's just, it would play, and then I'd just like, listen for each cliffhanger to make sure. So I did parts 1 to 4, then, because video transfer software kinda sucked, I asked someone if they could like, test it for me while I was doing something else, I can't quite remember, and then I found out that they actually just did parts 1 to 2, and I told them later like, oh, I actually already did that one. But anyway, so then they did parts 5 to 6, which I think is why parts 1 to 4 is in marker, then parts 1 to 2 and 5 to 6 are in sticky notes, is because they did this one, so they just wrote a sticky note, I guess. So let's just start with this one, so that it has its own little thing in our thing, marathon, whatever. Almost forgot my phone and screwdriver. Alright, so why is that one face down? I don't know. Well, whatever. But this on my shelf backwards. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Should I even check the discs? I don't know. This is a 6-parter, right? Or am I wrong? It's going to be a 4-parter, like it was Terror of the Otons. I can't. What? Is it this one? Is this a Netflix one, or is this a? I can't remember. I don't know. Okay, that doesn't sound familiar. So this is probably the wrong one. Yeah, because I just did my Captain Underpants one, didn't I? Yeah, because I did the Mutants one downstairs. Okay, I got to switch. Hang on a second. There we go, that sounds a tad bit more familiar. So I don't think this disc has ever been played before, ever. First time this disc is being played. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, mate, we're running short on time. I'm waiting. Okay, now apparently it just won't go. What the hell? What? Hell isn't a swear word. Why is happening? Is that the right disc or what? No, this is a Netflix one. I think this is the wrong thing. What the heck? No, because it's plugged into this one right now because I unplugged it. So it's definitely this bottom one. Why it isn't working, I have no clue. Thank you, jeez. I have no idea why it wasn't working. Oh my god! Oh my god, are we back in the Inferno world? We are. We literally are. What the heck? What the heck? Why are there 2 axes? Whoa, this would have scared the heck out of me as a kid. I'm the type of person who used to get scared by Fantasia. It's the man. What the heck? Is this like a dream or something? There are like nukes, there's statues. Oh my god, it was a dream. Was it a flash forward or you just had a headache? There you go. He's a Time Lord. He probably has more advanced dreams than we could ever hope to. Stupid. This was written by humans, by the way. My dreams are never usually that violent. I bet you my dream tonight is going to be violent now. Or maybe I'm just never going to dream again. Doctor, have you been working all night again? There's our TARDIS. I know the wiki likes to list the stories where the TARDIS never appears. Well, there it is, even if they don't use it, it's there in the background.
I want you to find out as quickly as possible if there have been any volcanic eruptions or severe earthquakes.
The heck? Are his dreams prophecies? I mean, I guess he is a Time Lord, but Time Lord is a rank. Are you like given a gift where, Oh my god, it reminds me of an English class where my teacher told me about this book where apparently there's this like substance that you rub on you and it allows you to dream, and there are a whole bunch of people who can't dream so they just can't have subconscious relief, so they're going around trying to chase down the people with the substance. Like, oh my god, why are you messing with dreams? That's like messed up. Dr. England or Dr. Evelyn? Isn't Evelyn a Sixth Doctor audio companion? I've been listening to a bit of Big Finish now that I have Spotify. Oh, Seventh Doctor normally rules as ours, isn't it? Remembrance of the Daleks, like on the Hartnell years.
Remembrance of the Daleks.
I just rolled my voice breathing in there, huh? I don't know. I actually haven't listened to any Seventh Doctor Big Finish ones. What with me never watching the Seventh Doctor? Huh.
No need for you to worry your pretty little head.
And there's no need for you to be so patronising, Professor.
What the heck?
Just because I'm a woman, there's no need to treat me like...
No, I'm sorry. You're quite right, Doctor. Please forgive me.
Despite in the world enough in time, the Doctor claims the timelines are billions of years beyond their gender stereotypes, although I guess Bill did say, oh, there you are called Time Lord. Yeah, well, there's like mankind, for instance. Like, people say mankind, but they don't mean only the males. Mankind includes females. It's just womankind would be more syllables. It's like, you know, like, I really wish that there was something, because, like, I remember once, I remember, like, there's this annoying guy that I know, and then there's this annoying girl, and then she says something weird, and then one of my friends was just like, you see how weird he is? And he accidentally said he instead of she, and the other guy's like, wait, what'd you just call me? And he's just like, I wasn't talking to you. And he's like, you said he. And I was like, oh my god, it was a mistake. We gotta have, like, some sort of gender third-person term, he and she. But, like, when you morph those together, it's just she. It's H-E and S-H-E. Like, when you morph them together, it's either he or she. Like, oh my god. Like, what the heck? Or, she. But that's another syllable again. That was pretty direct, though, calling her out. She's just like, just because I'm a woman. Because, like, nowadays, no one would ever say, oh, I'm doing this because you're a woman. Or someone would say, are you just doing this because I'm a woman? Or, I don't know. Maybe they would. Because I remember my dad once told me that he was just like, he was helping carrying this heavy thing to someone else, and then there was this kid, and he just like tried to ask him to move out of the way, and he's like, why'd you ask me to move out of the way but not the others? And he was like, it's because you're literally standing in my way and everyone else isn't. And he was like, it's because I'm black. My dad's just like, no, it's because that you're standing right there and everyone else is standing over there.
Just because I'm a woman, there's no need to treat me like that.
That man. What? So much for non-gender stereotypes.
Bland assumption of male superiority.
May God bless the good ship women's lib and all who sail in her. There you are, Joe.
Like, this is where I always, like, you know, I've always said this, and no one ever really has said anything in response to it. They're saying, like, oh, the females can go do whatever while the males do all the work, but, like, that kind of sounds like you're just being told to relax. And I know that back in the day it was told, like, you go into the kitchen or whatever, you look after the kids or whatever. Like, I don't know really. I don't know. I know some people are always saying, like, oh, like, the big bosses, the guys all on top of society, they're all male. I'm just like, well, yeah, okay, you can say that, but also, like, look at the bottom. Like, that's all males too. Like, I have seen a few homeless females, but I've seen far more homeless males. And, like, plus, like, when a female is not doing that great in our society, people tend to, like, comfort and help them. Like, you know, I've noticed that, like, when a female is kind of all by herself, then that causes, like, a whole bunch of males to instantly be interested in her, because they're saying, oh my god, maybe she has low self-esteem or whatever, maybe could take advantage of that or whatever, you know, but, like, when a male is not doing that good, they're just, like, shamed for it, or if not shamed, they're just shunned. Like people would, like, if a female's not doing that good in society, like, there's a huge chance that, like, another male, or even just fellow females will help bring them back up. Whether if a male isn't doing that good, people just seem to not even care. Just, like, try to leave them out of their life and, like, do whatever. Like, they just don't seem to care. So, like, people, like, yeah, like, maybe males are dominating the top, but also they're dominating the bottom a lot.
Notice. Why notice?
Yeah, Atlantis is a real place, though, in Doctor Who, right? Because I went in the Underwater Menace to Atlantis. Oh wait, that wasn't like a lost city underwater. Like, what the heck is Atlantis again? Although at the end of Ice Age 4 they had a parody of Atlantis, and it was just kind of sailing in the sea. What the heck is Atlantis? Atlantis. Oh my god, someone just uploaded an article saying that every Master's regeneration explained. Atlantis movie. Atlantis. Atlantis is a fictional island mentioned within the allegory on the Hebrews of natural Plato's work. Humanists and critics where it represents, and it's also part of the Doctor Who universe. Yeah, don't even go back and double check. That's what it says. What? They couldn't afford Brigadier to make a physical appearance, so they're just going to talk over the phone without even hearing the. Oh, hey, it's the Brigadier. Where has the Brigadier been all season? He was he didn't even appear at all in the Sea Devils. He was mentioned. And like, in the Mutants, the Doctor was in the unit, but he didn't appear. Like, he didn't even appear at the beginning. I guess they just couldn't afford. Maybe he's like charging a lot. He's like, I'm an important character now, you have to charge him.
Every section of unit now is the search for the Master written into standing orders.
The Master can also hypnotize and disguise, can't he? Well, I guess anyone can disguise, but he does it good. Like, you know, it's one of those things where you're like, I could disguise, but then when you actually try to do it, it's a lot harder than you think. Ask and you shall receive. I'm sorry for that heck of cliche line. Yeah, this guy has appeared in quite a few stories now, hasn't he? Whoa, Master's getting angry, eh? Why doesn't he just hypnotize this guy? Does he know that he can resist it? Is this the guy from Terror of the Otons? Because then the Master was just hypnotizing everyone he saw. Oh, no, dang it, I didn't mean it. No, dang it, there he goes hypnotizing again. No, bad, Master, bad.
They can see that bugs me.
Hey, I'm on your side, remember?
No, you don't count.
Don't I? Why not, may I
Look,
ask?
don't bully me, Stu. I think I'll...
Okay, I'm sorry, but if any female said that today, everyone would be on them like, oh my god, you're such an SJW feminist. And I probably would too. I would be quite annoyed if she was just completely disregarding my gender. Like, no one controls what gender they are, so men shouldn't judge females for being females, and vice versa. I remember once I was in a conversation with somebody, and I mentioned how, like, I believe that the only differences between men and women, like, are just, you know, their privates, their chest area, their facial hair, their vocal cords, all of that kind of stuff, just only the physical things. Then someone said, no. And then they went on and on and on, talking about how, like, you know, apparently females have more acute sense of smell, which is why females will tend to go out with not that good looking guys, because they'll like it if they smell nice. If you're apparently not good looking and you smell bad, then oh well, it sucks to be you, I guess. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know, just like, and then the other person was just like, I don't think that's a good idea to just ignore those kinds of differences, like the fact that females are more emotional or whatever. We should like embrace them and understand. And I was just like, no, I don't know, cause like people tell me that I'm pretty emotional, and I'm not biologically female. In case if you haven't noticed, and if you haven't noticed, then actually amazing for you. Like, props to be you. Just, I don't know, just like the way that I see it is that we should just judge people on their individuality. Like, everyone is different. I've met females with very deep voices and males with very high-pitched voices. I mean, I'm fairly certain that still the lowest voices belong to males and the highest voices belong to females, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just, for every female that has a better sense of smell than the average male, there's always going to be an outlier male that has an even better sense of smell, and the same with emotions. Like, you shouldn't just say like, oh, well, females have better sense of smell, so we should put them in these offices where the smell is better, or whatever, because then, like, there might be males that, oh my god, I need to change the battery. Okay, I'll be right back, bye. Oh my god, it's in the red zone. And there we go, fully recharged, 114 minutes. That's a cool thing about this, is that for you, it's almost instantaneous. And for me, it took a little while. Also, for you, the door hasn't magically opened, but for me, I just opened it on my way entering this room. Oh, and I don't actually remember hitting, like, a red zone. Like, it showed, like, a red battery with an X, instead of just turning yellow and saying, like, 2 or so minutes left. I do kind of have a bit of deja vu now, but I find that when I tend to have deja vu, like, a while after experiencing something, it tends to not really be deja vu. But, like, it's just hard for me to explain, because, like, when I experience, like, okay, I know that deja vu is like you feel like you've done something before but you haven't, but like I'm talking about like when I experience deja vu like instantly while doing something, normally I later find out that's because that I have done it before. But if I'm like did something, didn't feel any deja vu then, and then later when thinking back on it, I'm just like, oh, maybe I did that before. That's normally like my mind's just making it up to try and justify itself. Okay, down to 113 minutes. I thought we would be down to 112. Sorry. Okay, on to the thing.
I've asked you at least once. What is it?
Extraordinary, I could have sworn I told you. It's a time sensor.
Try working with the master man if you think that he's infuriating. Might I just also mention, I don't know, like, who else feels the same way or what people's reactions to me saying this might be. But whenever, like, someone says, like, refers to me and a group of other males as, like, boys, like, come on boys or hello boys or something like that, I just feel, like, so, like, cringed out. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of taking away my individuality. You're just referring to me as part of a group of other people who I could easily just be replaced by anyone in that group, and if I weren't a boy, then it wouldn't, not like that. Be like, if I was a girl, then they'd be like, well, come on boys, and girl, or whatever. It's just, I don't know. It's just more syllables.
Whoa, that almost looked like a flexible Cyberman for a second. This doctor still hasn't met the Cyberman. He met the Daleks after 2 seasons. It's been 3 seasons, still no Cyberman. You have to be like a professional to climb a ladder. I mean, like, you could just step up. Then again, I guess what the driver do is steer a little bit and you can crash. But that's why they have a driver's license. Whoa, it's the suits from the Inferno world again. Oh my god, it took me a moment to realize, but you can totally see that's just literally a police box on the inside. Look, you can see the window.
I remember, like, I always imagined what it would be like to have a TARDIS. And with the new series, it's, like, easy to, because when you enter, like, the inside, the doors are still, like, the back of a police box, just white and stuff like that. But it's still, like, shaped like police box doors. But back in the 60s, or 70s, I guess, I don't know, we haven't really seen much of the 70s TARDIS yet. But, like, when you open up the doors, when you see the doors, like, you know, it shows, like, circular things. Like, there's the round things. They're like, when the doors open from the inside, the circle things are here, too. So, like, but it's a police telephone box on the outside, but then you enter, from the inside, they have round things on them. So at what point do they go from police box to round things? Look, see, like, those parts of the doors, those are the outside parts of the doors that will be sticking outside as soon as they close. So they become a police box like that. Like, you don't see the round things from the outside, you don't see the police box from the inside, as you can see.
What about the windows? There are windows on the outside. Where do they go?
Doctor, I think you must have left something on in the TARDIS.
I'll definitely get the wire.
Well, it started again.
So, hoop thing spinning around, but without another one on top like from Superman, too. Well, yeah, but I'm confused by the history of the Master's TARDIS. Because, so in the Daemons, we just assume that he landed on Earth, right? But I don't think we figured out where his TARDIS was. And the Sea Devils, he's just in jail. But he's on Earth, so supposedly the TARDIS is definitely on Earth. Like, what, did the humans go into space to go get him and leave his TARDIS on a abandoned planet? They wouldn't leave it on a civilized planet. Like, what if someone found it? Unless they're civilized that they won't have it in the jail. Sorry.
Like, you know that it's on Earth. Like, why did my TV say not available? I think that was because I just smacked my 2 remotes together. That's what made that sound.
Leave it on a civilized planet. Like, what if someone found it? Unless they're so civilized that they won't touch it. Maybe they left it in the jail. Sorry. Not everything is how you're snapping your fingers. Anyway, I don't know, just like, so yeah. Like, how do you know that his TARDIS wasn't nearby? I guess you determine where his TARDIS was if he's in jail. Like, what the heck?
Why does this guy look so shocked? Now has no one seen him at the window yet? Like, yeah, you were peeking into his science laboratory. What did you expect? For them to be sitting around doing nothing? What? It's just a random crystal. Oh, well, let's see. I told you. There goes his ladder climbing license.
Why is the Master, like, not running? He's just speed walking. I mean, there are times where I feel a little bit embarrassed to run too, so I'll just speed walk, but, like, this is kind of urgent. There's no one around. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Whoa, pulled out of happy hypnotism, pulled into Master's hypnotism. Okay, that was a... Fine.
Bessie.
Right, let's go.
Did you say Bessie? We're taking Bessie? You were just calling yourself a fool. How does the Master know that she's a fool if he just called himself a fool? Is he a fool for calling himself a fool, but then he's still a fool, and then, like, They're both fools. Everyone's fools.
Video glitch. Video glitch. Video glitch. So many video glitches of the footage speeding up. More video glitches.
Sandwiches are prostitute.
You're getting sandwiches?
Thinking, Batman. We've got a
Does the 70s Doctor Who keep on referencing Batman to other shows too?
No, he's still breathing.
Two guys in a suit, one in a unit suit.
The window clean out.
Wait, he's still breathing? Did the crystal save his life or something? Crystal just shoved him to his death and then saved his life from it?
Shazam!
You know, it's funny seeing Unit and these guys communicate with these scientists because, like, it's funny how we got to know these scientists, so we feel more of a connection with them. Like, we understand that they know / think that the Master's a nutcase, and, like, you know, the other, like, if this was just a scene where they were just talking with the scientists and we had no idea who the scientists were, we just wouldn't care about the scientists at all.
Shazam!
Brakes work by absorbing inertia. That's like one of the most convenient things ever. I'm not saying like, oh, this show's stupid, it's so convenient, but like, it's just, it really is, like, it sounds like things could work that way. It's just, it's incredibly convenient if we could find a way to make it that way.
I'm getting too much power. I can't hold it. Switch off.
Turn it off, Professor! Turn it off!
No, yeah, he's a nutcase, alright. Look at that green red light with kind of a, look at that green light, red light with kind of a yellow tint.
It's a pretty nice view out there too, I think. It's like hills off in the distance. You can sit there on those benches. Pretty cool.
Thank you, jeez. Okay. I have no idea why it wasn't working. Oh my god!